subscriber asked me a question that basically pertains to the video title, right? So I'm going to read off the question to you. Ryan Mindfulness, if you don't mind, I would like to see a video on how to know if a woman plans on sleeping with you, or is she just teasing you for attention? For example, some women will let you touch and kiss them quickly, but won't go all the way. Is it always a sign she doesn't want to sleep with you? Some content creators say if she doesn't have sex with you quick, then she's not sexually attracted to you. Do you agree? So I'm going to first answer this question basically. No, I don't agree if a woman doesn't have sex with you very quickly that she's not attracted to you. No, I don't agree with that. However, I will give you some signs that will let you know, right, if a woman is going to actually give you some or is she just teasing you for attention. And I'm going to say this. I did ask two other women. I wanted to see, do they do this stuff? I asked myself, and then I asked three other gentlemen. I asked a man that was in my age group in his 30s, and the other men were in like their 50s and 60s. Yes, much older because sometimes age really do give experience, right? All right, so sign one. She touches you, but she doesn't let you touch her back. Now that's a real thing because guess what? I've done that before. I've dated a dude that uh, I'm not gonna lie, I liked him, but I didn't really want to sleep with him, right? Now he did do some stuff that he had did some stuff that kind of turned me off for wanting to sleep with him. But I will admit he was very, 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 very attractive. Made really good money. Um, had a really good mindset, a really good looking body. And when I mean a really good looking body, this man body looked so good, right? That when he would send me pictures of his body, I would ask him, can I show my friends? That's how physically attractive he was, right? But however, I still don't want to sleep with him. So this is how it works. Sometimes a woman will really flirt with you. I mean, touch on you, even let you kiss on her. And usually, how it starts is that she does it first. Like, she reaches in for the kiss. She might even grab your private area. But as soon as you start going there with her, she put a stop to it, right? I'm not gonna lie for myself. I thought I did want to sleep with the guy, but however, some of his actions was such a turnoff. What he would do that would piss me off, basically, y'all. This fool would talk about how good he knew that the sex was gonna be. And that was just annoying the way he presented it. And the way that he would present it was always about himself. Oh, hey, Big Cap, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. So the way he would do it was always about himself, which I'm going to be honest with you, it was turning me off. Every time we talk, sometimes he'll send me some sexual messages where I'm like, come on now. And when men do that, this is something that's kind of like the truth. When men overtalk the sex, it usually would turn out being bad. So, fellas, if you catch yourself running your mouth about your dick, most likely that girl is gonna probably tell her friends, and they're gonna say don't do it because it's gonna most likely be bad, right? So with this guy, we went out. I think about 2 dates, right? Because he wasn't going for it. The first day, I was all in awe because, like I said, he was really attractive. He was looking good on paper, right? He had an okay attitude, but I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes looks could keep my ass around a little bit longer, which isn't always good. First date went really kind of cool, whatever. You know, I got on the phone with my sister. I'm like, man, I can't wait. I hope me and him move to the next step. Second date. Now, before the second date, like I said, he was always bragging about his package, which was slowly turning me off from him. So by the time the second date came, you know, I was turned off from him, but at the same time, he was hot. So I'm like, I don't want to not go out on this date with this good looking dude. Okay, let me read what you said. But was the sex trash though? It's easy to be big yourself up, but it's another thing when you could prove it. Exactly, right? So I don't know. I didn't get to sleep with him because he kept bragging about it where I was too. It's just usually when men over brag about sex, it's usually not that good. So I just go by that theory. I've been taught that theory for so long. So I just stick to it. But anyway, when we went on the second day, like I said, I kind of was already feeling like I didn't want to sleep with him due to how he kept bragging about his sex. And I already knew it wasn't going to be good. So on the second day, like I said, he looked so good. I get to flirting with him, right? I get to kissing him. Soon as he put his hand near my vagina area, I move his stop, stop. He like, well, what are you doing? How are you getting me like this, Ryan? You telling me to stop? But I'm looking at him like, damn, he fine. But I'm already knowing it ain't gonna be good. I just have a feeling in me that it's not gonna be good the way he presented himself. So after that second date, a few days go by, he calls me. And this man was really straight to the point. He said, Ryan, usually around the third date, the woman gives the man some. And I said, oh, really? Where the hell did you? I said, I, first I said, oh, really? Where the hell did you hear that from? And he was like, that's just what it is. And I've heard of that saying, but I didn't really believe that was a real thing. So I was like, no, I don't plan on sleeping with you when we go out again. He said, so do you ever plan on sleeping with me, Ryan? I said, to be honest, I don't know. Maybe we should go out again because he caught me so off guard that I was like, damn, he just put me on the spot like that. I'm trying to have him in my rotation so I could just have somebody to go out with sometimes, right? He's asked me again, he said, Ryan, do you plan on sleeping with me after this third date? If we go on this third date and I bring you back to my house, are we sleeping together? So I said, I'm gonna keep it real with you now. He said, okay, it was good knowing you. I'll see you around. Hung up the phone. That was the end of it. I kid you not. That man was so serious and determined. He was just like, you're not about to play games with me. So that's your first sign. If a woman sits up there and grabs on you, right? She gives you little massages. Y'all be kissing. She be like rubbing all up against you, grabbing your crouch area, and always pat your hand. Uh-uh. That's no difference how sometimes you go to the club. I don't know if some people go to the club and you go out dance or you dance, a girl dance on you, but as soon as you start to fish, nope, 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 nope. So that's gonna be your real first sign. Yes, let me put this part in. Yes, there are some women that's going to take their time with you, right? And they may feel like, I really like this guy. I want to kiss him. I want to touch all on his body a little bit. However, you see how that man confronted me? Sometimes you just gotta ask for what you want. Sometimes you just have to say as a man, let me just ask her this. So what you could do as a man, you could pick up the phone like that dude do with me. Don't do it over text. Do it over the phone, or if you feel like you do it in person. I think to recommend for a man to keep himself out of trouble, do that shit over the phone. Ask her. Every time we hang out, every time we go out to dates and stuff, you be letting me get my fill on. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But you be really touching on me. What's up? Is this going any forward? Then she could be honest with you. If she's a woman that's really interested in you and she is genuinely taking her time, she may say to you, well, I don't want to lead you on. I do like you. I do see something going on in the future. I can't guarantee you sex right now. However, I'm not playing a game with you. Would you prefer us not to do that no more? If a woman say that to you, she not playing the game with you. She just taking her time, okay? Let me read some of this chat. Myself personally, I don't brag because I know it's men with bigger and better. I'm in a race though, humbly. I don't see nothing wrong. It was straight up question, but it still takes time. Yeah, see, I could respect him just finally coming out and asking me because I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna waste his time. He was a very handsome man, and I didn't mind going out with him with me being on his arm. Some of us women are shallow like that. Okay. So there's no, and let me say this too. If you would do, I've met men who don't mind playing the game, right? I've met men who feel like, yeah, I know she be flirting with me. She ain't gonna ever give me none. I'm not tripping off of that. I enjoy the little BS that we doing, right? I even knew a dude, right? I knew this dude that used to get us in. He was a promoter, right? And so every time he see you, he always want a goddamn hug, right? And he was a good promoter because he really did always get us in for free, always told us about the parties. He was cool, right? And I think a portion of me thought he liked me, but then I felt like, he a promoter. He see women all day. He not really interested in me. Till one day, this fool said, I'm not calling you about that party. And I was like, why? He was like, you don't even really like me. I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know. I didn't know that. What? You deal with hella women. How are you talking about I don't really like you? But this dude, he was serious. Child, I was like, don't do me like that. Could you let me know about the next party? No, you using me, Ryan. I said, how am I using you? You're a promoter. I'm bringing the pretty girls too to the party when you invite me. Every time you invite me to a party, I always somehow bring you a drink. Always be kind to you. What are you talking about? But you don't like me, Ryan. So, like many of us know, party promoters, they're giving the women that they want to eventually smash the ins and out. But I had to respect his point of view, right? So sometimes you gotta really understand, can you handle the game with some women? Some women may be hot enough where you like, you know what? She's attractive enough that I don't even mind her doing that with me. What's that song called? If you could just keep on using me because I'm using you too. You using her for her to get her feels on. You using her for you to whatever. But it ain't bothering you that bad. Some men could do it, not all, right? For me, if we touching each other's private parts, then that's a sign that it's an end goal for both. But I still won't rush it. Every woman can't just touch the package with their hand. But getting twerked on is harmless. You see what I'm saying? So you know what I'm talking about, going to the club and women filling up on you dancing. And you already know in your heart, you're not tripping if it go the long way or not. Right. So everybody is in the game, whether you want to admit it or not. It's just up to you if that's the portion of the game that you want to play. All right. Sign number 2. What's this one? Sign number 2. She constantly contacts you, right? But when you contact her, and if it's not about her, she's not tripping off of you. She's not tripping off of you, not one bit. So what I mean by that, here's a big sign. A woman sending you a bunch of pictures of herself. She's fishing for compliments. She's building you up. She's building you up so you could compliment her. She's feeling herself. And, if y'all meet up, she may be flirty with you, but it's going to be kept short. Because these signs are mainly not so much of if a girl is into you romantically. It's really for um, you met this person already in person. Y'all been going out. Y'all probably done made out already. But it's always like a stop every time you about to hit a home run, she just stops you. You know what I mean? So I want to put in there the whole text message thing because that does play a big role. People like to build people up big time through text messages. A lot of people fall for text messages, men and women. So you as a man, you got to realize, is she being flirty with me in these messages? Is she telling me, you know, talking about her ass and all her body and everything like that? But as soon as I say a comment, what I want to do is she ain't responding no more. Oh, you too disrespectful. Don't talk to me like that. But you could talk to me like that. That's something you got to really say to yourself as a man. What is she doing? Is she leading me on? And once again, I'm gonna keep telling people, sometimes it's just really best to ask. You'll be really surprised what somebody may say to you. You can ask a girl that she might end up telling you it's that time of the month. So it's like she wasn't really trying to have you run a red light. That's a real thing too. It's that time of the month. So ask. So when I asked the older man, I asked a dude around my age, I said, what's the sign that a woman is just, she letting you fill up on her, y'all be making out. Sometimes a breast may pop out, something like that. And she's playing the game. He said the same thing I said earlier. You know, most of the time she's allowing me to do everything. Not she most of the time she's doing it herself, and when I try to touch back, she's telling me no, don't do that. And if we are kissing, she really tries to make sure my hands don't go nowhere else. Like if I stop kissing, then she come forward to kiss me some more. When it was like Girl, I was just kissing you, and now you tell me to stop. I stop, but then you come back. What are you doing? That's what the dude my age said to me. The older men, they basically was like the same thing. When a woman keep touching you or fishing for stuff, but she is not allowing you to do the same, she's playing. It's just a game to her, right? When I asked the women that I know, they all said, well, I could touch him, he can't touch me. I could feel on his crouch area, but he can't feel on me down there. Now, the next thing that was part of your question basically was, put it up right here. Um, what was it? Oh, okay. Some content creators say if she doesn't have sex with you quick, then she's not sexually attracted to you. Wait. Okay, you said the breast didn't pop out on accident. She wanted to pop out. Just mine. Okay, yes, that's what I'm saying. She did want it to pop out. She just wasn't. She didn't want the other thing to pop out though. That's what I mean by she leading. She's going almost all the way just to pull back and say no. That's where you starting to chase somebody. But you know they say it's a different from chasing and pursuing somebody. And that's where you want to be as a man, unless you like to chase. Some men actually do like to chase, and some men like to pursue women. Okay, I think the guy who asked me this question is not looking for a chase. He's not looking for a girl that's gonna let him fill up on her, or a girl that's gonna fill up on him, and then when it's time to go down, she tell him to stop. You're doing too much. You know, he's not looking. He was looking for if we're gonna be doing all this, then we're going to go all the way. So, you know, sometimes for us women, the breasts just pop out, and it's like, oh, I didn't even know. Let's stop. Halt. Okay. Let me go back to this man question. Okay, now this another part of his question, which I wanted to answer, and I answered it earlier, but I want to answer it again. Some content creators say if she don't have sex with you quickly, then she's not sexually attracted to you. Do you agree? No, I don't agree. Now this one right here is crazy for real, for real. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you have so many different styles of women. Like I told you, that guy he said to me the third date was supposed to have sex. Now, I have talked to women and didn't ask them that question, like, hey, girl, do you have sex on a third date? I didn't ask them that question, but they would just come out and tell me that. Like, I was seeing this guy, he's all right. We had sex together. When y'all have sex after the third date, but you don't even like, how the hell did you have sex with somebody you didn't even like that? Because they truly believe that it's part of the routine. Third date, is that supposed to be like third base home run? Y'all crazy for that. Okay. So those women who have done that I know for a fact, they was not that attracted to that man. They really just did that because they thought it was protocol. You'll be surprised how many people, especially women, when it comes to relationships, how much they just assume this is what you got to do to keep the guy, right? And for some men, that's like, oh, great. But if you're a pretty decent person and you want your girlfriend to have respect for herself, you want her to respect you too. You want her to do things for you, not out of fear, but out of respect, out of wanting to keep you. Then you don't really want a woman that's trying to sleep with you based off of protocol. Oh, after the third date, I'll sleep with you. She may not be really genuinely attracted to you. She may just like that you take her out. This is the third date, so time for me to give it up to him. That's a real. When I heard female women friends that I know say that to me, and I'm just like, damn. Even when the dude said it to me, like he's like, after this third, we should be sleeping together at the third date. If we're not, I'm done with it. So there are women. There. Just imagine if I would have slept with that dude. Let me give myself an example. Just imagine if I would have slept with that man on the third date. I just told you earlier, I just really liked him for his looks. I didn't really want to sleep with him. So just think if I would have followed the protocol, slept with him on a third date, I would have really slept with him just on general principle, GP. And he probably would have never heard from me again. He probably would have been like, damn, what's wrong with him? How she sleep with me and I don't hear from her? Because wasn't really attracted to you. I just slept with you because it was the third date. The pursuit is better. It's a clear indication of it. She likes you because if she don't, you would constantly chase her. But I could be wrong. No, you're definitely right. You are right about that. That was something I had to learn when I was younger. The difference from a dude chasing after you and a dude pursuing you. Because I would say, I used to always say, "Oh, I want him to chase after me." Da, 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 da. And usually when a man is chasing after me, that means I don't want him. He irritating me. He's annoying. I'm only coming around when I want to be bothered. I'm like, ugh. And I've been like that with dudes where that man is a good looking man, but because I'm so annoyed with him, he's probably a decent dude. I'm so irritated that I can't even appreciate that. I'm wasting his time and mine. All right, now back to this whole having sex quick and if a person's attracted to you. So me personally, me knowing women who be sleeping with men after the third date, I don't think a woman sleeping with you quickly means she's sincerely attracted to you. I knew a woman who would have anal sex with her boyfriend about once a week. Do you know that's not made for that? When I asked her why, she said that's the way he presented it, almost like she either got to do it or he gonna find somebody else to do it with or he gonna leave her. She was with that dude for 7 years. I keep wanting to ask her how did she use the bathroom, and I'm not even being funny. That's something she supposed to be doing probably once a year, maybe two, but once a week. She said that man told her that when he tired of the coochie, that's where he gonna go, to the butt, and she did it for him. So I asked her, I said, "Did you really love him?" She said, "To be honest, I just think I was just so fucked up in the head, I just did it." So that's why I'm saying to you as a young man, a woman not sleeping with you fast, that's her probably having some goddamn self-control and knowing what she really wants. Maybe she want to put on a good show for you. Maybe she want to buy some nice panties for you, right? Maybe she really want to set the scene where y'all have a good time together. Whatever her reasoning is, I can't say whatever her reason is because that does impact you. But you just can't always base it off of how fast she gonna do it, right? I've met men give me money quick within a week. I met a dude who gave me $700 within a week, right, to go invest into my business. That was something I was kind of iffy about. I took the money still, but we ain't together no more. You know what I mean? I think he did that as a way of just being excited to go out with me, right? Being excited and being like, I want to keep you here, 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 here. But shit, I within that dude was hella stressful towards me. I couldn't think straight dealing with that man, right? And when he gave me that money, I honest to God, because the way y'all men work with money is like this. A man giving a woman some money don't mean he love her. It don't. And I know when you ask this question about having sex too quick, does it mean she's fully attracted to you? Most of us has been taught, if a woman sleep with you, a woman body is precious. So we ain't just going out having sex with everybody, right? So if I sleep with you quick, you kind of assume that I'm really feeling you. No. Just like the dude that gave me that money quick, he wasn't all in love with me. He was trying to control me. He was trying to get his way in there, right? So you gotta look at it like that too. Now, some women do sleep with you because you hella fine, right? Now you got the thought process of this. Who else she did it with? Everything I do with a man, you know how much I got some dudes that would ask me, "Have you ever did this before with somebody else? Do you always do this?" And I'm not even talking about sex. It could be me saying, "Let's go out to eat. I'll treat you." It could be, "Let's go on a quick road trip." Have you did this with somebody else? You know how you are as a man. So if a woman do sleep with you too quick, what is too quick to you? 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, before a month? Is it before you actually make her a girlfriend? I don't know if you do girlfriend boyfriend thing. What is it to you? That's what you got to first figure out. How does that matter to you as a young man? How fast a woman sleep with you? Do you have in your uh box of boundaries or your box of red flags for women? Man, if a girl sleep with me within 3 days, uh-uh. If a girl sleep with me within 3 days, she may be friends with benefit type, but I won't make her my girlfriend. If a girl sleep with me within 3 days, I'm still open to her being my girlfriend. So a lot of times, you could try to base it off of somebody else, but you need to think about how you receive it, right? Because if I went to some women and told them, "Oh my God, this guy just gave me $700 to invest in my business within 2 weeks," they'll be like, "Oh my God, he really likes you." Blah 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 blah. Let me tell you what I found out more about him. This fool had like 3 or 4 girls he was like sleeping with, and all in his house that I didn't find out till later. Now, thankfully, me and him didn't sleep together. But just think if I had that mindset of like, oh, he gave me this, I know he want to be serious with me. Oh, I know, da 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 da. If we haven't talked about it, so answer yourself this: Does it would it bother you if she sleep with you too quick? Because that's the part that somewhat matter. You get you a decent girl, y'all go out, she sleep with you within 2 weeks. What are you going to then do with that? If she sleep with you in 2 weeks and you don't hear from her no more, then what you gonna do with it? So me personally, a woman sleeping with you too fast does not mean she's fully attracted to you. You could have just called her horny. Now I know they like to say, men have you guys when y'all have intercourse, you guys can have intercourse and compartmentalize it and go on about your day. Y'all think women can't do that. Women could do that. Right. You might meet a little Jezebel that's like, oh, I like you. Take her on one day, she sleep with you, and now she bothering you every day of the week. So somebody could sleep with you too fast with the whole idea of trying to make you their boyfriend quick, trying to get something out of you quick. Now I know you may feel like I just threw you in a whole circle, which I don't think I did. I think I gave you some stuff to think about because nowadays with the way the world is, it's kind of sad, but it's almost like I feel for you as a man. You probably feel like, well, damn, I thought women was supposed to have a little bit more class than men, right? Which is the truth. We do. We're women are naturally more have women naturally have a better morale than men. I might get some pushback on that, but you know what I mean. I'll say this: I had a friend, right? She was a little older. She was about 10 years older than me, and this is the same woman who told me about she used to sleep with men after the third day. So she was like, the way that she got with her husband was like because she knew how fast she would sleep with dudes, she made sure she didn't sleep with her husband. Like she really made sure. She made sure that the first 3 months she did not sleep with that man. Now why? Because she said she really wanted this to work. She said the men that she usually slept with fast, the relationship went by fast because she wasn't caring. Like, it was more so she wasn't caring how she was being presented. So I asked her, I said, do you feel like when a woman sleep with a man too fast, she's presenting herself in a bad way? And she said, yes and no. She said, it depends on the woman and what image she wants to give off. Right. So I asked her husband, if your wife would have slept with you within a week, would you still treat her the same? He said, honestly, yes. He said, I knew, because she even said she's a little freak or a little wild. I probably shouldn't say that, but yeah. But he said he knew that she wasn't trying to focus on that. And she was actually trying to give him a different side of her. See what I mean? So that's really coming from a grown ass woman that's married now, been married, I think, for like 15, 20 years. But she was hot in the pants. And she was saying to herself, look, I want this relationship to work with this man. I'm not sleeping with him just fast yet. And she was highly attracted to him. He's a very attractive man. Physically, mentally, emotionally, she got her a 10, right? But that's what I'm showing you there, that you as an individual man got to say to yourself, is this going to be is this is this mindset that you're thinking of, if a woman sleeps with you fast, she's attracted to you. If she doesn't sleep with you fast, she's not attracted to you. Are you going to put that on every woman? Right? And the reason why I say that is, like I just said, what I just said is a real thing. Somebody gonna get, like the other content creators, they gave you that blanket ass statement. Oh, if she don't sleep with you fast, she don't really like you. She not really attracted to you. So if your mama went on a date with a man 2 times and he asked her, could he come move in with her? And she say no, she don't really like him. Now, I'm wondering, is some of this mindset being based off of you knowing this woman's sexual history, her past? If you know her sexual history and you heard that she slept with this person within a week and she ain't sleeping with you, that's where you gonna be frustrated at. Cause you like, why she ain't giving me none? How do you know why she slept with those men at first? I think that answer is going to be different for each woman. Like I just told you, I had a whole grown ass woman let her husband stick it in her butt once a week. She did not want to. She didn't find it cute, but she thought that's what she was supposed to do to follow protocol to be with him. Sometimes when I say, could you picture your mama or your sister or your niece or cousin, I don't say that to be funny. I say that because you sometimes need to picture somebody that you got respect for being hit with some of these topics. And you like, no, she ain't like that. She ain't got to do that. But when it comes to you and another woman, you're not thinking like, okay, yeah, maybe this girl really, she probably really like me and probably don't realize you are, it feels like you're leading me on, sweetheart. So either we're going to eventually do it and you just need your time and you don't mind us kissing, but we only gonna kiss for about less than a minute because I don't need to be getting so aroused, right? So it's like you got to ask yourself, is this mindset going to be for every woman, that, oh, if she don't sleep with me quick enough, she don't like me? Or are you going to use this individually with each woman? Because I'm telling you now, I'm sure some of you men have met women who slept with you very fast, that you end up feeling like, this lady crazy. She ain't got nothing to do. That's why she slept with me so quick. So now she could call me and bother me, and I could feel like I'm obligated to her because I slept with her, right? Or you got some women, like what I did myself, don't plan on sleeping with you, right? Maybe, let me say this. From what I just said, the story earlier, sometimes you as a man could mess up you getting some coochie. You could talk yourself out of getting some coochie. That's a real thing. I had that? Yes, like I told you that dude earlier, the way he would brag about his package, it was so, it was just like he lying. He's selling me a dream. He trying to build me up. So I could think his stuff is so big and large and in charge that if we were to do it, I'm gonna mind. I'm gonna manifest it. It's like that, even though it really ain't. that's what that's what that guy was trying to do. So you as a young man, I'm sure you probably had a girl have sex with you quick, and you realize you like, damn. I'm glad we did it because now I can move the hell on because I'm not attracted to her, right? But the way that some of these content creators are delivering it out to that's kind of like it's almost like a childish way of thinking that you ain't thinking clearly, right? And the reason why I say that is because to base things off of that, you may be actually picking women that got. I don't want to say class because I'm not judging a woman who sleeps with somebody early, but I'm saying you may be subconsciously picking women that don't get down like that fast. Yes, they may kiss all kissy and filly with you. But if they're allowing you to do that back and they're just stopping when it's about to really go there, I personally don't think they could be playing with you. I think that they might not realize that, you really in the mood and it's like, girl, we can't be doing all that if I'm not gonna get me nothing at the end. You know what I mean? Have I done that to a man? I have. I've had men that I really like that they get me caught up in the moment. I'm like, damn it, I'm not trying to do this year. I want to take my time. Let me take my time with you. Let's go out and really like each other. So when we do it, that tension be so. And when we do it, we doing it from Friday to Sunday. Okay, you staying in the house, we door dashing. Or if we going outside to get something to eat, matter of fact, we just going to my house. I'll give me a change of clothes, and I'm coming back over. Right. I've had relationships like that where like I said, luckily for me, I've dated men who actually confront me about my actions. And that's why you as a young man, you got to take life by the horns and just sometimes ask people, what's the end goal with this, sweetheart? You be coming to my house, you be like, you know what? I got another story. So I had a male friend, and I've talked about him before. Like I said, he would have these house parties, right? And when it was time for him to turn up in a more sexual way, he'll let us know. If you're not staying taking your top off, getting on that pole, he got a pole in his house. You're not staying taking that top off, getting on that pole, there's no purpose of you being here. No purpose. So we got our asses up and left. I'm going to say he did have a situation with a woman that he did feel led on. And he was like, he basically like, I know she be giving it up to other dudes, but I don't know why she ain't giving me none. Da-da-da-da. Now this is gonna throw a curveball at you because you like, damn. When he told me that, I basically said to him, she's not giving you none because you give her everything first before she gotta do anything. Period, point blank. So I'm not saying that with you is the case. That may be the case, like I said, if you find out, if you somehow know this woman's sexual history, if somehow you got a hold of that, and she said, man, she done with town pound with the men's before, then I can see why you may feel like, well, maybe she's not that really attracted to me. I personally feel like in situations like that, it's best to just ask. Because like I said, you don't know if you got a really decent, classy lady that like her take her time with you. And like I said, she plan on giving you a big show. So she just trying to take her time and really fill you out to make sure it's gonna be good. She may be a woman like that. You don't I can't say you don't need to rush, but you do need to ask yourself, what mindset are you at now in your life? Are you looking for something serious? Or are you still in the mindset that you just looking for girls, friends with benefits? And if you really ask yourself that, then some of your moments that you may have like this, where you feel like a woman is teasing you, you may not feel like that to that degree. So if you feel like, man, I'm looking for friends with benefits, meaning, I'm trying to look for somebody that I could have a sexual relationship, not be that serious with, maybe we could go out a little bit here and there, but really it's just all about intercourse. Then maybe you could just be like, you know what, if she don't have sex with me within 3 days, within 3 dates, I'm out. Because you're not even interested in a woman that's saying, oh, I want to take my time. Because you're looking for friends with benefits. So when I try to lie to that guy and say, Oh, I was just trying to fill it out. He wasn't looking for a girlfriend. Now, granted, I know I wasn't gonna sleep with him, but if he was looking for a girlfriend, he probably would have gave me about 2 more dates, because he would have just been like, okay, she taking her time. Let me not pressure it, right? But because he was looking for friends with benefits, he like, you know what? We went on 2 dates. The second date, this girl got me feeling on her. She kissing me. She moving my hand. She ain't letting me touch one moment. One moment she is. What the fuck? She's sending me these messages. What's going on? I personally think you should ask and not just cut it off, because you know what? You may ask her and she might be like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'm ready. When we meet up tonight, we ain't even gotta go out. Just come straight to my place, or let's just go straight to your place." So my best advice: don't just walk away from it. Ask first. No, let me first rewind it all back. Sign one: she touches you but doesn't let you touch her back. Sign two: she keeps the vibe flirty, but there's always excuse to stop. And part of sign two is also, she's always you can mix that with that too. She sends you messages, she entices you through the phone, but as soon as you do something back, it's like, ew, that's disrespectful. Do I agree that if a woman doesn't sleep with you fast, she don't like you, she ain't attracted to you? No, I don't agree with that. Why? Once again, you know, it's really sad for me to say that, but there really are women who would just follow protocol. And if she was taught, and that's part of her mindset, that sleeping with a guy after the third date is what she do, you may be sleeping with a woman that's just sleeping with you just to sleep with you. And I'm not sure if you want that over a woman telling you, you know what, yeah, I am playing you, I ain't gonna sleep with you, or a woman saying, I want to take my time. That's really where you need to sit down and figure out what type of relationship you want. The better you know the type of relationship you want, the better a lot of this stuff. Well, let me take that back. That wasn't making no sense. The more that you know and feel secure about the type of relationship you want, most likely you're going to start getting more pickings for that type of relationship. You're going to be able to weed people out, weed women out quicker. So if you know, as a young man, you really looking for a girlfriend that you could eventually get engaged to, or could eventually get married, right? Then you go out with a woman, she pulling some stunts like that. Ask her, hey, what are you doing? You touching on me, you sending me stuff, you're telling me to stop when I touch back. Um, you always got an excuse for things. What's going on? I wouldn't even ask a woman, "Are you attracted to me?" I would just really be like, "Do you? Are we going to do this? Is this moving too fast for you?" And it isn't you being a gentleman. No, it's you getting the answers that you want. It is, because, like I just said, you really will meet some women that's going to sleep with you within them 3 days. You really will meet a woman that's really feeling you, and she just like, I ain't trying to sleep with him that quick because I don't want to be seen as a hoe. Some women actually got time frames in their head. Okay, I'm not gonna do 3 days, but I'm gonna do 3 months. After 3 months, I could possibly sleep with them. You've listened to sometimes men give women relationship advice, and don't listen to it where you're like, oh man, he hating on me. No, it's kind of like, it's kind of like when you hear a man's opinion, you hear it in the songs, you hear it on the streets. You hear it if you got brothers, cousins, male friends around you. You'd be surprised how a man will roast the hell out of a woman for sleeping with him early. Even if she be like she was attracted to him. You'd be surprised how a dude will flip the script on a woman where she like, damn, I would never sleep with a man that fast again. I don't give a damn. The judgment that men put on women when it comes to sex sometimes is crazy. Like seriously crazy. If I've had men ask me when I say to them, okay, I wanna they'd probably been really treating me really well, right? So I say, oh, I brought you this item. I want to take you out tonight for being a good guy. You know. Oh, do you do that for other people? What the why does it matter? Ask me about the next man. So that's the same thing when it comes to sex. She sleep with you too early. Now you first you had her idea to be your girlfriend. Now she done slept with you early. Do your feelings change? Do you say to yourself, oh, she isn't good enough for me now? What do you do with that information? So she sleep with you too early. It's a possibility that you're not even gonna be attracted to her. What about that? What about what you attracted to? Are you attracted to women who will sleep with a man early? Or are you a person that's pretty open where you like, well, no, she attracted to dudes, she attracted to him. That she still could be in a runner up place to be a girlfriend. There's a song, right? I'm gonna sing a little bit of this song to you because this song will make you say, I see what Ryan is saying now. It go, let me get myself ready. Let me drink a little water. All right. It go like this. Don't ask my neighbor. Come to me. Don't be afraid. Oh, you'll find I love you. Can't you see? Don't be afraid. Oh, that's real. So I'm grateful that you asked me, but you might have to really just ask that woman. Hey man, I mean my bad. Hey Miss Lady, you know when we be getting together, it feels really good. I like being around you. I like when you kiss on me. But man, you be holding back. You don't let me touch you back. What's up with that? You don't trust me? Do I make you feel uncomfortable? Now somebody else is gonna tell you, oh, you asking too many questions. You asking too many questions. But I will tell you this. She can't read your mind. She ain't Avant. Remember that song from Avant? I can read your mind, baby. I know what you thinking. See, are you a man like Avant? That if she was to give you something, you're gonna be like, it's alright. It's alright. See, go listen to that song by Avant. I think it's called just listen to the remedy how I sung it. He's basically saying, I can read your mind, baby. I know what you thinking. It's all right if you want to do it. That's what he basically said. It's all right. So he's letting her know we can do this, no judgment. That's why I'm gonna revert it all the way back again. You may not even you as a young man may actually say to yourself, I'm ready for a serious relationship. I want to find me a decent woman that's like my dream girl that we can go have a ball together. We can go traveling. We could go on adventures. We can have good, fantastic sex. You know, we can do what we want to do. I want to do this with one freaking woman, and I'm being serious, right? I really believe if you know that's the type of relationship you want, that you're going to naturally weed out women that's playing games with you. However, you may be a dude that is attractive in a way where, like, let me say this, like I just said earlier, women really do have that fear of appearing like a hoe when they really ain't. Because the first thing most men assume is, if you did it with me, you probably did it with somebody else. As much as this world is fast and upbeat now, and they make it seem like everybody having intercourse, it's not. The world is still very conservative. And I'll say this, especially black men, you know, y'all could talk, they could talk all that stuff in that rap song, but child, Black men would throw that shit in your face so fast sometimes, like, girl. So, my brother, you may be subconsciously, I don't know for sure what type of women you get, but I'm just going to assume you may be subconsciously getting women that are fearful of going all the way with you too fast because they don't want to be judged as a hoe. You may be really the first dude they about to do all this stuff with that quick, but they already know that you gonna judge them for it. They already know that. Matter of fact, I dated a dude that he knew a guy that I dated before him, right? And I think I dated the other dude like 2 years prior. We only dated for like a week. Okay. However, the way this dude told the story to people, this is what he said. He said, I fuck that. That's what he was going around telling people that we had intercourse and we didn't. So when the new dude came and approached me, we was getting to know each other. And he told I can't no, he eventually one day I was at his house and he looked over at me and he said, when were you gonna tell me that you and such and such fuck? That was the word he used. F-U-C-K. I said, what? No, we didn't. We went out, but we didn't have intercourse. He was like, well, that's the story he's telling him. And I was like, what's the story? And that's how I did like this. That's what the boy was saying. Like he really tore my stuff up. And I said, I was pissed off, but then I was like, shit, that's just what some men do. They be lying on their dick. It's I'm not about to stress myself up too much about it. I mean, I didn't do that. So however, that man who told me that, I didn't sleep with him either. But I believe he believed in his heart that I slept with the other guy. And the way he described it to me, I already knew me and him wasn't gonna last too long because all he's trying to do is see if I'm gonna do what I did with the other guy with him. I didn't do shit with the other guy, so that's why me and this dude didn't do shit either. But you know when me and him stopped talking, you wanna know what he said? He said, how you gonna let him fuck the shit out of you like that? You didn't even do that with me. I bet I treated you better. And I said, I didn't sleep with him, but damn, that's this whole purpose? You trying to one up him? So that's what you gotta say to yourself as a man. Or is if she sleep with you fast, does that boost your ego up that much? Does that make you feel that much like daddy? If she don't, does that tear your ego down? Does that make you feel like the son? You can't be basing your self-esteem, your confidence, your ego off of whether people gonna be sleeping with you or not. I can't base you can't base your self-esteem, your ego, your self-confidence off of whether a woman's gonna sleep with you or not within a week, 2 weeks fast. You can't do all that. That's not a fair game to yourself. I can't base my self-esteem, my ego, my confidence off of whether a dude gonna buy me an item within a week. He just met me. Calm down. Now, if I heard that he brought somebody else an item in a week, that may sting my ego. However, people change. Maybe they brought them something. Maybe they did that quick with that person because the fact that they had the money like that then. Maybe they did it with that person because maybe that person actually had sex with him for him to want to buy her a gift that early. You don't know unless you ask them. And there's certain things I'm not going to ask somebody. I'm not going to ask somebody, what am I doing that makes you want to do it for her and not for me? You as a man, you don't go ask no woman, well, what did I do? Why did you want to sleep with him quickly and not with me? Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not even worth it. Okay? So you got a couple things you got to do with this thing. First, you got to be honest with yourself. What type of relationship you looking for? Are you looking for something serious eventually? Or are you looking for friends with benefits? Be honest about the type of man you are. If this woman sleep with you within them first 3 dates and you do 3 dates in 1 week, are you going to judge her for that? Are you going to say she's going to sleep with any other guy that quick? Most men do think like that. A lot of them do. Do you want just the friends with benefits? Either or, whether you want friends with benefits or you want a serious relationship, I really recommend just ask. You ain't gotta be a you ain't gotta be overly gentleman with it, where you're like, oh ma'am, I was just hoping and praying that you could answer my question. No, you just call her up. Don't do the text. Call her up. Because like I said, she can be really into you. She could be probably afraid that you're not gonna like her afterwards. She went too fast, you think she a hoe. It could be she's actually taking her time because she's a lover, she's a mistress, meaning she's a female master. So meaning she's building up that tension for you. She's building up that area. So when y'all do it, like I said, it's from Friday to Sunday. I've been a woman that can build up that tension so well. Okay, that man says, I'm gonna pay for you not to go to work today. I'm gonna pay that day. You're gonna go tomorrow, but today, no. Call out sick, please. I'm gonna pay for that day. I know you've been working good, Ryan. You can miss today's work. Okay? It might be one of them type of women. Or she may not just be attracted to you and don't plan on ever sleeping with you. But you know how you gonna really find that out by? Asking a question. Just asking her. Because remember, like I said earlier, she might sleep with you just because she think it's protocol. So she probably sleep with you and don't even be legitly attracted to you. And I've heard of women doing that shit. Oh, I just slept with him because I was drunk. Oh, I slept with him because it was the third date and shit. We was feeling on each other, and I didn't want to be rude and stop, so I just slept with him because of that. Women do shit like that. They really do. And sometimes you may feel like as a man, oh, you won because she did it. But when you don't hear for that woman no more, or when she leave your ass and she leave you like, you be like, damn, girl, was it that bad? I didn't even know that you was this pissed off at me. Yeah. It was that bad in her mind. You just thought because she was fucking you. It wasn't. Right? So that's why you can't always take sex for that meaning as I love you, I'm attracted to you, because there's so many of us human beings who literally sleep with people just because. That's a real thing. I got a friend that's double back into a dude, right? This dude, they posted went on a date before. This motherfucker didn't answer the phone. Like she's at the restaurant. This dude upped and moved, came back. He don't live with her, but I mean he upped and moved from he moved to middle America one time. Came back, no car. She goes and do what? Sleep with him. Why? Ain't got nothing else to do. Now, I don't know how her sex is because if it's good, then that dude is winning, right? He's feeling this up. He's like, shit, I don't care if she ain't got nothing else to do. She giving me some. But if he is deep down inside looking for a real woman to be with, which he actually did tell her before that he wanted a serious relationship. If he's looking for a real woman to be with, then guess what? He gonna keep taking that coochie, but he ain't gonna want to be with her. She gonna keep sleeping with him until she find a new dude that's interesting, and then she gonna be gone. And then they may come back around again once that other dude is gone. So when I tell you, women could play the game too when it comes down to sex. We very much could play the game too. I personally, as if I was a dude, I would not bank a woman full attraction level off of her sleeping with me. I think some women you could tell that slightly with, maybe if like I don't want to say the word goody two shoe, but you know what I mean. I'm not a goody two shoe. So me sleeping with you would be a sign I'm attracted to you, but at the same time, having sex with you ain't gonna keep me to you. I'm not a woman that's gonna be like, damn, I slept with him. Like I can't. I cannot not stop seeing him because I slept with him. No, I sleep with you. You piss me off. I'm going about my day. I'm not going to be dealing with you and your bullshit. I'm too damn fine to be doing it. So I'm not saying I just go to dick, but I will say the next dick is always the best dick. Okay? You like that one? I know. But anyway, so you knowing the type of woman you want, you having a really clear vision of that, it's gonna weed out the women. And also this, look, you gotta also know yourself as a man, what woman is for one things. Like, okay, say for instance you meet a goody two shoe. A goody two shoe doesn't even have to go to church. This could be a woman that go to school, probably done with school, go to work, probably do some volunteer, but she's most likely in the house a lot, right? She ain't doing nothing. She may have a drink or two out with her friends. You know, she's constantly growing in her career, probably, right? She probably doing something like that. She's probably not gonna want to sleep with you that fast. But that don't mean she's not attracted to you. You really got to keep. I'm gonna reiterate some of this shit over again because it's like you as a man. I know that they like to say that women sex is so important to us, and it is. It's very important to us. I would not say it's not. However, there are women who will sleep with you fast just because. If you find you a woman that, say for instance, you seeing a girl that you're attracted to, right, and she kissing on you, she's stopping you, right? She's stopping you. You can't touch her back. She playing these type of games with you, right? And one day, y'all hang out. Let's say this is the fourth date. Y'all hang out, y'all go have drinks, and she have a little bit too much to drink, and she give you some sex. Then what? What do you say to yourself then? Do you say, "Oh God, she was attracted to me," or do you be honest with yourself and say, "All these other times me and this woman are hung out, she be playing a bunch of games. The night she get wasted, that's the night I get some sex." So was she actually attracted to you? Was the goose got her loose, and that's the only reason why y'all did something? That's something you got to be honest with yourself about. I've been around men that's drunk telling me the truth. And it's like, if he wasn't drunk, he would not have told you the truth, Ryan. Do you still consider him a liar? I think I will, because he wouldn't tell me unless I got him wasted. So you going out with a girl that's playing off of my games with you, and then what? Y'all finally get wasted enough that she sleep with you. That's not a real attraction. That is not a real attraction. Don't even kid yourself with that. We all want women in one. That's why some men try to turn hoes into housewives. See what I'm saying? But see, this is the kicker. We all don't know each other's sexual past unless you put somebody up on a lie detector test. I've met women that I was like, "Oh, she's a goody two shoe," and child, go out with them. They got ecstasy. They got alcohol packets ready for us to get turned up. And I'm like, wait, I didn't know this was you. Wait. Oh, man. Either you're going to take it or not. Excuse me. Don't force me. Let this be a choice. Is this peer pressure? So you sometimes can't. I think men can tell. Let me take that back. Men know how to read a woman and can kind of fill out what her body count is. But I'll say this because a lot of people think I have a lot of sex, and I actually don't. The last relationship I just had, I probably shouldn't be telling people how often I have intercourse, but the last relationship I was in, right? This is my boyfriend. This man wanted me to be so much of a goddamn slut. I mean, really, really. This fool thought I had a fucking Rolodex, right? And I didn't have a Rolodex at the time. I was literally probably talking to 2 to 3 dudes, but I wasn't sleeping with nobody. Before me and him got into a relationship, I didn't have intercourse for like 14 months. So I could appear like I'm very sensual or sexual Somebody once told me, Ryan, it's like, I don't know all things sex. I just don't mind asking questions and speaking my mind. So somebody may assume Ryan be getting her shit hit on a daily basis. I don't. So I can't tell you try to read her because I've had people try to read me and I'm like, no, I didn't do that. Now, if I did, would I tell them the truth? I actually would because I want to say, oh, you're good at reading. How did you pick up on that? So yeah, if you know you're really good at reading somebody and want to do all that shit, go ahead. But me personally, I feel like you as a young man, don't waste your goddamn time. Don't do it. Just be honest with yourself of the type of women that you're willing to deal with. Are you gonna judge her if she sleep with you one night? How about this? Because I've had a friend do this before. Um, Sleep with a dude one night and don't even text him no more. How you feel about that? You know, gave it to her. You probably went down. Who knows? She probably went down on you. And the next day, she didn't even want to stay the whole night. She was like, I could Uber back home. I have fun. See ya. Next morning, he texting, good morning, how you doing? She right back, fine. No, ask how you doing. Blah, blah, blah. I said, was it sex bad? She said, no, it was good. But shit, I'm good. Meaning what? I'm good. I got some sex and I'm cool. So can you handle that? And my friend who did that, she's a solid 10. She's all that in the bag of chips. So for her to feel that way, I know that guy was like, wait, what? And he did keep contacting her. And he finally asked her, was the sex bad? No, it was good. I'm done. I'm cool. I'm done. I'm cool. There's nothing wrong with you. I mean, if you don't mind, I could call you 3 more weeks from now if I'm in the mood, but I'm done and I'm cool. I'm done. So sometimes it be like that for the ladies towards the fellas, and that's where I'm gonna reiterate back. You gotta know what you want. You gotta be slightly open. Well, no, you don't. You're not gotta be slightly open. You gotta know what you want. Meaning, you know, you're okay with the woman of your dreams sleeping with you within 3 days. If you ain't okay with that, right? Then don't be mad when the universe don't bring you women like that. Because deep down inside, all you gonna do is judge this girl and fuck up her self-esteem. All you gonna do is have your own mindset played with. Because now it's like deep down inside, you don't want your dream girl to sleep with you that fast. But then you going out with hella women that's sleeping with you that fast, which is then making you more bitter about you possibly meeting your dream girl. See how the clusterfuck go? I had a friend who got engaged and got happily married. And I'm not going to take the credit, but she said at her wedding, she said this really at the wedding. She said, I want to give a big shout out to Ryan. As I said there, I said, what? Seriously? And I wasn't her maid of honor. I wasn't a bridesmaid. I was a guest. That was it. And she said, Ryan said something to me that was so important before I got with her dude, right? Got with her her husband. And she said that I told her, I said, you playing games with the universe. You talking to dudes that's losers, but then you saying you want to be with a man that got his stuff together and that you could take care of and he could take care of you too. You keep going out with men that you got to keep taking care of and they can't take care of you because they ain't got shit to do. They don't offer you nothing. So I said, you're really confusing God. You confusing the universe because your actions are not matching up with your thoughts or your words. Pick a side. Pick a goddamn side. She said after I told her that, she picked the goddamn side. And her romantic life was bright ever since. That's some shit I gotta do too. Sometimes I'm like, man, I just want to do like the Eddie Murphy song. What's that song called? My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. And sometimes I do get in the modes where I'm like, I just want to talk to a dude that like to have fun. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Every time I get my ass in that mindset, right, I meet a dude, you know what end up happening? We have hella fun, party, just have a spectacular summer usually. Then they always say, hey, Ryan, why don't we get serious? Guess what? I can't do it. Every time I've done it, the relationship ends so goddamn horribly. Because you know why? I told God, I told the universe, I just want a guy to party. I didn't say I want to be serious with somebody. So when you say something and your actions start to line up with it, and then your ass take off the road and go hop over and do something else, you playing games with the universe. You playing games. Don't play games. Don't play games with yourself, and don't play games with the universe. So the better you know what you want, the more you're gonna get that type of woman thrown at you. Maybe you want women who just gonna give you intercourse, sex fast. Then guess what? Stop trying to go after the women that you know want to take their time. You probably get, if you're getting these hiccups a lot, you probably getting them for a reason. That reason is you don't know what you want. Like how that dude knew what he wanted. He knew he wanted the friends with benefits, and knew he had it set in his mind. 3 dates, I'm gonna get some sex. If I don't get sex after that third date, not even after doing a third date, meaning we going back home after dinner or whatever they doing, if I don't get that, I'm done. I'm not looking for a wife. I'm looking to get my shit hit. I'm trying to have sex. That was really that man mindset. He weed my black ass out. That's what you got to do too. Is it cool to get the anything cat though? What does that mean? I'm sorry, but it looks like you're sitting on a fatty. Oh my god, big cat. I'm not gonna brag like how men like to brag about their stuff. You just have to see it to believe it. All right, know what you want. So universally, spiritually, it can start plopping in your face. And when you know what you want, you can X out everything else that's not with it. So what you need to learn from this live, go back to that damn question. A woman sleeping with you quickly does not always mean she's attracted to you. As as good as that sounds, as much as we would want to believe that, you gotta remember. You gotta remember. There's women who sell ass. They sleep with whoever got the highest bid. They not always attracted to them. There's women who have that mindset of like what a man says goes, so she just do it regardless. They're not always attracted to them. You got women who are, I don't want, I'm gonna use it, are just so desperate to be with somebody. They're willing to step out their comfort zone. They're willing to cross their own boundaries and do whatever the fuck somebody tell them to do. Then you got women who was just horny. She was drinking that night and you caught her slipping. So if uh if you got those type of women in this world, you can't always just base somebody being attracted to you sleeping with you quickly. And how to know if a woman is playing games with you, with sleeping with you? You know, she let me go back to my notes. How to know she's playing games with sleeping with you? She touches you, but doesn't let you touch her back. Second, she keeps the vibe flirty, but always got a reason to stop touching you and not letting you touch you back. Meaning, she'll come from behind and give you a hug. You know, she may touch on your hand, she may touch your thigh, right? She may reach over and pull your head in to give a kiss. But as soon as you do that back to her, don't do that. That's what that means. She don't want you to touch, right? Um, she keeps the vibe flirty, but there's always the excuse to stop. That means y'all kissing. She may be like sitting up on you, laid up like this type of shit. And as soon as you going down to right, don't do that, right? How do you know that she may not be playing with you? You might have to ask her. Might have to just come on and ask her. Look, every time we together, we always flirty, touchy, and I'm really feeling you. Are we gonna do the damn thing or not? Now, I wouldn't say are we fucking. If you want to use that term, you should have in your mindset that you're looking for a woman that's just friends with benefits. If you are looking for a serious relationship, then you should be a little bit more of a gentleman when you ask that question. Because like I said, once you ask that woman that question, you're gonna put her in a hot seat, and either she gonna tell you that she does have plans on sleeping with you, she just really, really trying to get to know you more, or she gonna be like, I ain't fucking with you, bye, and hang up the phone. That's how you gonna really get your answer. Don't ask my neighbor, come to me. Meaning, yes, you can ask Ryan Cruz to get you started, but you're gonna have to go eventually ask that girl whether this shit is gonna go somewhere or not. No, because the ones that want to take time usually are no fun, see? But see, like I said earlier, some women take their time because maybe they feel like when they go too fast, they burn it out. Like they get bored quick. So they like, you know what? I like this dude. I'm trying to ease it in. That happens. That happens, right? If she does sleep with me fast, I'm not judging her because I got what I wanted and who I am. And who am I to judge? I'm the first place. See, that's a very good mindset. Have you always been like that? What made you have that mindset? Because I've met plenty of men that be like, who would sit up there and first they'll say that, and then like I said, they turn around and say, but who else has she done it with? I wouldn't say it like that unless our lingo is already on that type of level. But yeah, I mean, that was a good question you asked, especially the part about um, if she sleep with you fast, she attracted to you. I mean, I've heard some stories from women sleeping with dudes where you be like, "What made you sleep with him?" I don't know. And dude all confused, like, "Well, shit, she gave me some." That's just like the dude I was telling you about with the parties. So this dude, one of the girls was really playing a mind game with him, right? So she would stay at the parties. She would take her top off. I wouldn't be there no more, but when I come over the next day, he'll tell me about it because this chick had him pissed. I mean, this dude, he wasn't pursuing nothing. He was straight chasing her to the point where I was like, you going to get yourself mad and end up putting your hands on that girl. You better stop. So, okay, next day come over, I'm hanging out. I'm like, oh, what's up? He like, you know what? I'm tired of this bitch. I'm like, wait. What are you talking about? I'm tired of her. She come over here. She all on my pole. She showing her titties and shit. But she won't let me touch it. Fill up on her. Cause she don't want to. Cause she ain't really attracted to you. You opened up your house for her to come in and show her breasts, to dance on the stripper pole with her and her friends, and she's here for what you're providing her. If you stop providing her that, she may sleep with you. However, you won't do that because you want the company too bad. So that dude and that woman, when I tell you I've been around when she be at his house, he'll start calling her bitches. He'll start disrespecting her. And it's all because he aggravated that she won't sleep with him. But he keep bringing her back around. I mean, this dude is so off the hook. He even had video recording of this bitch. Where I'm like, you really don't be playing. Like, you really a creep. But I'm not friends with him no more. And those two are actually still friends to this day. So she got him wrapped around her finger in the sense of he's hoping he catch her slipping. Like seriously, he's hoping to catch her slipping. He's hoping to one day she over at his house doing that turn up shit and her ass get too drunk. That's what he's hoping to catch this woman slipping so he can stick his sting inside of her. His ass gonna wake up. She gonna wake up and call them people on her. Because when he was telling me, I said, you need to leave that girl alone. You was a pretty decent dude. You can get you some women. You ain't got to keep messing with her. So that's what you think about that too, young man. You think about that. Is it really worth this game she playing? Because sometimes when a woman is doing that with you, your ego can get in tied with it where you feeling like she ain't giving me none because I'm not enough. Once she give me some, I'm enough. I'm this big man. So now you're entying yourself. Now you like almost clinging on being desperate. What can I get you over? What can I do? Da-da-da-da-da. All in the gaze of you trying to build your ego up off this chick. Me personally, I'm not going to be popping out my titties in front of no dude and not expecting us to go the next level. But every woman ain't me. I'm not every woman. So I'm sure there are women out. It's not even I'm sure. I know there's women out there that play those type of games. Yes, I never judged because of how I was raised. I didn't come from the best, but made the best out of my cards. So I guess it's a level of humbleness. And again, who am I to judge? Because the same judgment can be passed on me. Yeah, that is true. That really, I remember I used to say when I was like in middle school, I used to have these little stupid conversations with people. And I was like, you know, do men think that all women are supposed to be virgins? And if so, who are men supposed to have sex with? Like seriously, that was a question I used to ask. I used to say, do men not think that they supposed to be a virgin and the woman supposed to be a virgin? And then when they find each other and they get to know one another and they get married, they're both losing their virginity to one another? Do some men really think that there's a group of women on this earth that's going to have sex with them and the other women could be virgins and everything like that? Like God just said, oh, Chandra, I need you to sleep with the rest of the men in the world because I need a lot of virgins. Like you got to really think about that, fella. So I appreciate you saying you wouldn't so much judge a woman if she slept with you early because she could judge you too. So if you could if you know who you are as a young man and you know the things you can stand for and the things you won't stand for, I really do honestly believe that this type of thing, this type of situation, it won't stress you out that bad. And like I said, if you ask that woman, she might really come on and say, I really like you. I'm just not trying to sleep with you fast as I don't want you to think bad of me. You can easily say to her, I wouldn't think that. Now, don't think she gonna turn around and sleep with you because you said that. But it doesn't hurt for you to ask because she may have a legit type of reason where it's like, okay, that's her reasoning. Well, you can ask her, well, when do you feel like you're gonna be comfortable enough to want to sleep with me? She may say when you become her boyfriend. I don't know. But, you know, we gain so much in life when we ask questions. Don't try to read her mind. Just ask. She might be like, oh my God, I've been waiting to sleep with you. Okay, we're going to sleep together the next day because I didn't know what type of guy you were. I didn't even know if you really wanted to go all the way. You'd be surprised. You'd be really surprised. Know yourself, know what you want, be honest about yourself. Could you handle if a woman sleep with you too early? Are you going to judge her? Are you going to dispose of her? Can you handle if a woman sleep with you too early? I mean, I wouldn't say too early, but could you handle if a woman sleep with you early and she don't call your ass afterwards? And she like, shit, I got what I want. I can give you a call another couple of weeks from now when I'm horny again. How are you gonna handle that? Are you gonna be kind of sad? So listen to this video in the entirety. I think it's just best at the end of the day to ask her. Know what you want. Know if you want a friends with benefits. Know if you want something serious. And regardless of the fact, really know, are you going to judge her if she sleep with you too early? All right, y'all have a good night. Good night, Big Cap. Thank you so much for being in my live. I really, really appreciate it. All right, bye, y'all. Oh, let me wait.